Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing today? Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing today? Everybody doing okay? Everybody doing all right? It's been a minute since I came to y'all, since we did a hey y'all, hey forum. But I wanted to come to y'all today real quick and talk to you about something that I think a lot of us have dealt with or may be still dealing with in our lives, and that is fear. We have got to put fear to rest. Fear is one of the most debilitating emotions to operate in and to live in. I'm going to tell y'all, I was sitting and I was thinking about some stuff yesterday, and I said, you know what? I have allowed fear for a great number of years in my life to determine if I did a thing, if I didn't do a thing, if I continued a thing, or if I discontinued a thing. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna share a little story with y'all about life and some things that happened to me within my lifetime. When I was growing up, I remember I used to sing, and I was singing in my church choir. Well, we had a few little choirs in my church I grew up in, but the choir that I sang in was called the Sunbeam Choir, and it was at Red Oak Baptist Church in Red Oak, Georgia. Some of y'all may be familiar with it. Some of y'all may not be. But to make a long story short, I remember I used to lead this song called I Feel Good. And I would sing that song out of the depths of my spirit and my soul because I felt like I was living out the words that I was singing about. And I was so confident. Now, this is my 7-8-year-old self before fear came in, before doubt came in, before people told me what I couldn't do, that I didn't sound good, that I didn't have the ability to sing. But I knew I could, and I knew I could carry a tune. I knew how to sing. I wasn't the best because I was a child at that time, but I remember I would sing that song and I was confident. I wasn't afraid to do it because I had not let the emotion of fear take hold to my spirit and take hold to my soul, making me feel like I was inadequate, like I wasn't good enough, like I couldn't do what I knew was one of the gifts God gave me to do. And I never will forget, as time went on, different things came about in my life, and I can remember somebody at that time who was near and dear to me discouraged me and made me feel like I couldn't sing because I wasn't chosen to be a part of certain things or do certain things. I felt like, well, what's wrong with me? I know I can sing, but why? But it wasn't that they wasn't choosing me. They didn't want me to be chosen, if that makes sense. Sometimes people are used in a way to say and do things to make you feel like you don't have the gift that you have, or make you doubt yourself. And what happened to me is I got discouraged. Then I was like, you know what? Well, maybe I can't sing. I started listening to those voices. I started listening to those things. And I then stopped nurturing the gift that God gave me. I stopped nurturing that thing God put in me. He put a praise in me to worship him because he created me. He put that in me to give back. But I was so afraid to give it back because of what I heard and how that had made me feel. And instead of continuing on to nurture my gift, to get voice lessons, to take singing lessons, because every singer can be better by nurturing their gift, doing things that make them better. Just like an athlete, just because he conditions himself and he work out and he do what's necessary to make his game better, doesn't mean that his gift is no good. It just means he's doing things to enhance the gift that God gave him. So because I was hurt and fear had set in, I stopped doing what was necessary to nurture the things that God had given me. So as time went on and I broke free from fear, I realized, get back to doing some things that God put in you to do. And that's what I've had to do. But I said all that to say is, let go of fear. Put fear to death. Trace back whatever it is that you've given up on, or whatever it is that you're not doing or that you haven't been doing because of what somebody said, or how somebody made you feel, or how they even presented you to others. Let it go. Go back. Dig deep and say, you know what? This is when I started to change. This is when my mind changed about me. This is when fear set in and I became afraid to do that which I know I can do. And kill that root right then and say, you know what? That wasn't the case. That wasn't true. So get away from being afraid because of, one, what people might say, two, because of what people may do, three, because of what people's opinion of you may be. Kill those 3 giants right there. Start there. Once you do that and look yourself in the mirror and say, I got to step away from this. I'm going to leave you right here. And I have to step away from you. And I got to go forward to do those things that I know have been placed in me to do. And not be afraid. I'm telling you, fear is debilitating. It robs you of your peace. It robs you of your growth. It robs you of everything that you are purposed to do in this earth. Now, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, there are some things that happen that should scare us. That because we're human, we're going to be afraid. But when we allow it to take root and cause us not to move forward or not to do the things that we know we're capable of doing because we're afraid of what the outcome may be, or afraid of what the reaction of others may be, or afraid of how they may receive us, that's when it becomes debilitating. That's when it becomes like almost like a rotting of something, because when something sits in one place too long, it starts to rot and deteriorate, and you don't want that to be you, and you don't want that to be your gifts. So I just had to stop by and tell y'all real quick, let go of fear. Trace it back, see where it started, kill it at the root. And do not let fear take hold of you. Do not let it take hold of you. If it has had a hold of you, cut it off and keep on moving. Once you kill that fear and start operating in those things that you know you're capable of, watch how much more confidence you're going to be in yourself. How much of your self perseverance and all of your oomph that you need is going to come back to you. And I just stopped through to tell y'all that kill the fear. That's all. Just kill the fear. That's it. That's all I had to tell y'all. And I'm gonna let y'all go. And until next time, what you gotta do? You got it. Be good to yourselves. Being good to yourselves, meaning breaking the bondage of fear in your life. So be good to yourselves. And then once you be good to you, go on and be good to somebody else. Go on and be good to other people. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.